Hey guys, how y'all doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the situation that happened last month about the children that was in the van and they supposed to have frozen to death allegedly. Now, when the coroner had checked the children, they said it wasn't what she said it was. They did not freeze to death. They passed away from carbon monoxide. So let's get into it, y'all. All right. It said the Detroit family member potentially faces charges after children was found deceased. Excuse me, y'all. Let's stand up. Okay. They said mother and grandmother questioned in the demise of their two Detroit children. Last week, the theory was that the two children froze to death, but an autopsy revealed the cause of death as carbon monoxide poisoning. The circumstances of events led to the children's death has not been revealed, nor what the children were exposed to, nor were the children exposed to carbon monoxide. Hmm. Okay. They said a warrant request has been filed by the Detroit police in the case of the two children who passed away in the parking garage of a casino. Police police submitted the warrant request, which is not a filing of charges, to the prosecutor's office. The Wayne County prosecutors will ultimately make the decision on charges. But like I'm saying, like y'all seen the video, like they spoke to the mother and she was pouring out, saying that she went to so many places and they all turned her down, and plus she was staying in some hotels and she just couldn't keep doing the same thing. And then they spoke to the father and they asked him, they was like, listen, like she came to you and and told you, like, can you take the kids because I'm homeless and I have nowhere for the children, like we sleeping in a car, like. So they spoke to the father and he was like, no, she didn't. But he's saying no, like, no, she did not. But then when you look at the news, like they are asking him and he was like, no, she did not say that. She did tell me that, can I take the kids? So he said it's two different things. That's to take the kids and to be homeless with the kids. So he basically saying that she ain't saying like she was homeless with the kids, bro. Like for real, that I just think that's disgusting because you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying all fathers. Allegedly, I'm not saying all fathers, but men, some men have the perception of, what, you know, can you watch the kids, babysit the kids or whatever like that. Listen, you are a dad. There's no such thing of babysitting the children. They're your kids. So you don't babysit. So I don't really dig what the boyfriend, the kid's father is saying. He said it's two different things. She said, yeah, to take the kids, but he said she didn't say she was homeless. But that's what the newsman was telling her. Like they was homeless for like 3 months, bro. Like for real. Like how is that possible? So he's saying like he didn't know that the children was homeless. You know what I'm saying? Because she just asked him to take the kids. So you mean to tell me in 3 months, 3 months, you never seen your kids? You ain't never seen your kids? And let me just finish reading, y'all, because it gets crazy. Since February, the Detroit police have been investigated to figure out what led to the demise of the 2-year-old Curry and her brother, 9-year-old Donnell Curry, and their findings are now with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. They said what they're saying. Last week, the theory was that the two kids, froze to demise. But an autopsy revealed that the cause of death was carbon dioxide poison. The circumstance of events that led to the children's demise has not been revealed, nor whether the children was exposed to carbon monoxide. They said nor were the children were exposed to carbon dioxide. But my thing is this here. Carbon monoxide comes from, okay, if they was inside of the car, right? Mind you, first of all, you're in a parking lot, you know what I'm saying, of a casino. There is cars coming in and out. That's not good because remember from the gasoline and stuff like that, they're constantly, maybe an adult can fight that off, but sometimes children can't. But that is really weird that that these children, excuse me, y'all, passed away from carbon monoxide. You know what I'm saying? So if they were inside the car, inside the van, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say what I think, but that's kind of weird. And then they asked the grandmother. They was like, "What happened?" And she's just like, "Duh," like I don't know, And they was like, "Did you fall asleep?" And she said, "Yeah, I did fall asleep." So, at the height of it, like, it was freezing. When I say freezing, it was freezing. You know what I'm saying? And the young lady, the mother, she kept telling us that she went to all of these places and they kept turning her down. No, if you have children, I'm serious. I don't care what state it is. If you have children and it's dead of cold, they're going to put you somewhere. Like, for real. They're not going to tell you to go outside with no bunch of kids and just go about your business. You understand what I'm saying? She kept saying she went to these hotels, she went to this other place. Did you go to the child welfare, you know what I'm saying, to the welfare office, the homeless? I don't know. Is there a place? I know in New York, they have a place you go to. It's called EAU. You go to EAU, they put you up automatically. They do not turn you down. They don't. You have children. I'm not saying adults, but children, they don't even turn down adults. You know what I'm saying? So you have children. So what? I'm not hearing her saying she went there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could sue them. Like, you could actually literally, if they turned you down at the welfare, well, like I said, I don't know what's called there. I know here it's called EAU. You know what I'm saying? So if they turned you down, that's a whole lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And I know that she did not go there. She couldn't have went there. She wouldn't have went there because they would have sent her straight. They would have literally put her in a shelter. They would have literally put her in a shelter, like, for real. They would have put maybe a hotel. They'll put you in a hotel until you find, they help you find a place or whatever. But they ain't gonna turn you down. So I don't know what she's saying, like, right now. I'll say, everybody who knows me know that I worship the ground those kids walk on. William told Fox 2 back in February, both kids were in t-shirts and the toddler was in a diaper. The oldest boy was covered in lights. And the 2-year-old had rotten teeth. Now, if the 9-year-old was covered in lights and they all inside this van, lights jump from person to person. The baby The 2-year-old had rotten teeth. How? How? What was you giving that baby? Because he's 2, so I don't know if he was still drinking, the bottle. Some kids 2 years old, they drink a bottle. Or was you just giving him juice constantly? And it just rotten matter of fact, 2-year-old, you just got your little baby teeth. You know what I'm saying? How could they be rotten? What's going on? What was you giving these kids? And she had the nerve to say, "Oh, I gave my kids, they had snacks." Listen, we understand about the snacks. What about some food? Because the snacks could have been the one that tore their teeth up. All that sweet stuff. You know what I mean? All that cheap juice and all of that. I don't know what's going on here, y'all. I'm serious. I am definitely confused. I am so confused with this here. I'm really, really confused. And they're trying to, be sensitive to the situation, and I understand that because children lost their lives here. But we need to get down to the nitty gritty with this mama and grandma. You know what I'm saying? Because grandma got the nerve to say, "Well, I don't know what you had to know what happened. What you mean? You in the car? You're in the van too. You're in the van too. So what's good? Even if you fell asleep. So my thing is this here. It's like 20 degrees outside. So I know daggone well that you couldn't have, not had the engine running because it's freezing. You know what I'm saying? It's freezing. And they said they found the baby in a diaper, in a t-shirt. What is that? Why come the baby had no real warm clothes on, knowing that it was cold outside like that? That's crazy. That's something you need to be asking. It's cold outside. It's 20 degrees, 19 degrees. You know what I'm saying? And look where they at. They're in Detroit. So you already know it's freezing. And they find the baby with a damn diaper on and a damn t-shirt. What you and grandma was doing? I'm not trying to come down on her because she lost her 2 kids, y'all. I'm not saying that there. But I'm just saying this here story sounds wicked. You know what I'm saying? The story just sounds wicked. And don't forget, excuse me, y'all. My prayer always come up. I'm sorry about that. But my thing is this here, like I was saying. You and your mama, let's get back. Because I done got thrown off. My prayer came up and I didn't read my prayer. But anyway. You know what I'm saying? They really need to get down to this here because, you know what I'm saying? They saying, the kid had on a diaper and, a t-shirt. The other little young man, 9 years old, he wasn't even, dressed properly and all that. It had lights in his hair. And not even that. Let me just say this here. What about the school? He's 9. Was he going to school? Because, schools, they know if you have lights in your hair. They really do. They really do know if you have lights in your hair. And let me just say this here. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that there. A lot of black and brown. No, I'm going to just say black. Okay, yeah, I'm brown. I'm gonna say black. Okay, I'm not trying to be racist, y'all. I'm just saying what I think I know. Okay, allegedly, a lot of black children, they get ringworm, in their hair. They do. But it's not too many black children that get lights. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? They don't get lights. They can. I'm not saying they don't. They can. If they go to a school, that's mixed, mixed. But them on their own, it's really, really hard for a black to get, lights. Y'all know you're gonna come at me. Y'all come in the comments and say that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, it's a lot of kids like I have. Listen, let me just leave that alone because y'all go ahead and scream at me. But I'm just saying, like a lot of black kids, they get ringworm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And a lot of Claire and maybe like Spanish something like that. They do get a lot of lights in their hair. I'm gonna be real. Like I'm saying, like not all of them. They do get it easier. But I'm not too familiar with black kids getting lights like that. They get wigworm, got daggone it. Hell yeah. But lights, I don't know. I know y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all can tell me. Y'all can just beat me up in the comments. I don't care. Okay, I'm just telling you, allegedly, y'all. Allegedly, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all. Okay, let's finish. Both Williams and her mom, Yvette Goodman, has been questioned by Detroit police. No arrest was made. They said on Monday, February 10th, William and her family were experiencing homelessness. Were inside their van at Detroit Greektown Casino, inside with her 5 children. Williams first discovered one of the children was not breathing that morning. They said cause of death of the 2 children were death in a casino parking lot. The van had ran out of gas and turned off sometime in the night, leading to lethal temperatures inside the vehicle and the mom's tragic discovery as a family member transported the child to the hospital. They got a phone call that another kid was also not breathing. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. Was they in the car, in the van with the kids? I don't know if they was in the van with the kids. I'm just saying it's my thought. Allegedly, I'm saying it's my thought. Everybody has their own, their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because if they ran out of gas, the car would just shut off. And knowing that you're in a van, you're not sleeping hard. You're definitely not sleeping hard because anybody could walk up to the van, do whatever. So you basically on your P's and Q's, especially when you have your children in the van. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, let me just say this here. After they had showed, the children had passed away, I did see a video. I was so disgusted with this video. I was tight. When I say I was tight with this young lady. Did you see where she was at? I can't find it right now, but y'all don't want to see that because it'll just make you even madder. She's inside. I don't know. What's her family? Where were they at when she needed them? But you can have a whole party. And she had on a wig. She had on a wig, y'all. And she was popping it, y'all. She was popping it. And I'm like, what the freak? Don't tell me nothing about people grieve differently. Okay? That there, I can understand if she just not crying all the time and stuff like that did. You understand what I'm saying? But for you to be in a thing like this and popping it and she was doing that. I was like, wait, hold on. You just lost your kids. And not even that. How your family having a whole party? Like, what? Like, what? We saw you. We saw you with the wig. We know you got those teeth. We saw you popping it. We was like, hey, what the hell? That's like a slap in the damn face. Like, are you kidding me right now? You know how people was feeling knowing that folk, all these two little kids, froze in the car. I don't know, y'all, but I got a video for y'all. I want y'all to watch this video because, y'all, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna charge her because, like they said, it was carbon monoxide. So I really think that they should, dot their I's, dot their T's, cross their T's, and, it's a whole casino. So they can see if the mother and her actually left the vehicle, if they was in the vehicle. They have cameras. They have to have cameras. It's a casino. Even if it's a parking lot, God forbid, you hit the high jackpot and go to the parking lot, somebody follow you or something like so they do have cameras, you know what I'm saying? So they do have cameras. But y'all, I'm not trying to come at her or anything like that there. I just felt, something is off with this story. But anyway, y'all, wait for the video, please. Anyway, y'all, hit that like button, please. I need that like button hit, please. I just beg y'all, you got this far with me. Just please hit the like button. Y'all already know what it is. Hit the like button. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And wait for the video, y'all.
The ground and kids walked though.
The 29-year-old mother of the two kids.
My cousin made a mistake and look at how the world is judging her.
The cousin of the mother who took her 5 children and their grandmother.
Maybe I asked the wrong people for help. But that was the only thing I did wrong.
Tatiana, remembering how many times she reached out for a place to live. She asked the father of the 2 kids that...
He had an excuse every time. Either he's working, they can't come where he's living. He lived with a female, and the parents and them don't want kids there or something.
Her mother and 2 teenage siblings. She says she reached out to Curry, who's the father of 3 of her children.
I asked him, I said, can you get your kids for me? I said, I need help. You know I'm homeless. I kept a room this long. I couldn't keep it no more.
They were homeless. Had Tatiana ever reached out asking to...
No, she did not. All she said was, can I get them? Can I get them? Just to get them, and can I get them because y'all homeless? That's 2 different things.
She said she had been homeless for 3 months.
See, I saw it. That's what I saw.
2002 Town and Country van since November. But the kids had everything else.
They ate every day, all day. Goodies, food.
To death.
She asked for help. She asked the right people. She was scared of what the world would think of her, so she did privately the right thing. She asked the city, and what they do, they told her they couldn't help her.
And the mayor and the kid's grandmother, 49-year-old Yvette Goodman, was also in the van that day. Did the van run out of gas?
I have no idea what happened. I have no idea.
Did you fall asleep?
Yes.
And then when you woke...
Only night I fell asleep. I usually be woke.
And when you woke up, what happened?
My grandson wasn't moving.
We begin with a life-changing gift for a mother who had hypothermia while living in a van earlier this month. This afternoon, her family has a new place to call home. It's all thanks to the City of Detroit and Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries. Tatiana Williams has been living in a shelter for the past few weeks. Now she and her family have a home free of charge for a year. CBS News Detroit's Gino Vici got an exclusive look at the new home and spoke to the family about this new lease on life.
Yeah, just a few weeks ago, Tatiana Williams was living inside of her van with her children, parked here inside the Hollywood Casino parking garage. Now, thanks to the City of Detroit and the Detroit Rescue Mission, she has a new home and new opportunities in life.
I love the house. I actually like it, and I think it's wonderful.
Tatiana Williams with a reason to smile today. She and her family were gifted a new home weeks after losing her 2 children to hypothermia, 9-year-old Darnell and 2-year-old Amila. Williams says she thinks about them all the time.
It's a lot that I'm going through right now, so this means a lot. This kind of makes me happy because I was kind of sad today. I've been having a rough day all day today.
We were saddened by hearing about what happened, and we decided to put things in action, not to talk about it.
Chad Audi, the president and CEO of Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries, decided to coordinate with the city to provide the home free for 1 year and fully furnished and filled with food.
So we prepared this house that we owned as Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries. We had to fix it, prep it, furnish it, and then give them a good start so they don't have to go one day with no food or being outside at all anymore.
Deputy Mayor Malia Howard, alongside Police Commissioners Daryl Woods and Tamara Smith and Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries, gave Williams a good start by offering a blessing and a prayer once Williams got the keys to her new home.
Can we ask it in Jesus' name?
Something Williams says she is forever grateful for.
So I'm kind of happy. I might not look like it, but I am. And so I really appreciate everything everybody done for me here.
In Detroit, Gino Vici, CBS News, Detroit.
Well, new details coming to light in the heartbreaking case of 2 children inside a van in a Detroit parking garage.
The Wayne County Medical Examiner says they did not freeze like a lot of people thought. Fox 2's Jessica Dubnak explains why the official cause of is still causing concern.
Official cause of has been released as carbon monoxide toxicity. That means on the children's death certificate will be listed as an accident. However, the criminal investigation is still ongoing. Until Wednesday, the theory was the Curry siblings froze to death last month in the parking garage at the Hollywood Casino in Greektown. The Wayne County Medical Examiner releasing its cause, carbon monoxide toxicity. That's all they said on the 2-year-old Amila Curry and 9-year-old Darnell Curry.
Everyone wants answers because as a community, we've lost young lives.
Attorney Todd Perkins, who's also running for Detroit mayor, weighing in on the highly publicized tragedy. We've confirmed with Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy's office the criminal investigation into the children's is active and open.
Her office is going to want to come to a point where they feel very confident either saying yes or no.
The family was living out of a van during the time of their death in the care of their mother, 28-year-old Tatiana Williams. Williams' other 2 children are not in her care, removed by Children's Protective Services. We're told CPS is working to permanently remove them. Sources close to the investigation tell us the 9-year-old boy was covered in lice and the toddler's teeth were rotted. Both did not have proper clothing. Williams did try to reach out to the city homeless services for help over the years.
Sounds to me that she was trying to keep her family together. That's one perspective. Another person's perspective could be she should have known better. She should have fought harder to get into a shelter and all those other things.
We did reach out to Detroit police to see if they had anything to add. We're told they're leaving it up to the prosecutor. Jessica Dubnak.
On the heartbreaking story of 2 young siblings found dead in a minivan in a Greektown parking structure.
Well, the circumstances are tragic. The Wayne County prosecutor will determine if their mother or anyone else contributed to their deaths. Fox News' Jessica Dubnak joins us live with more on today's developments. It's been a very busy day in this case, Jessica.
Yeah, this is really the next step in this investigation since the beginning. Detroit police have been looking into this case not only to figure out what led to the children's death, but also to see if there was a criminal component to it all. Now, since that time in February, there's been multiple people brought in for questioning, including the children's mother and grandma, but no arrests have been made. Now it will be up to Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy to decide if anybody is criminally culpable. Since February, Detroit police have been investigating to figure out what led to the death of 2-year-old Amila Curry and her brother, 9-year-old Darnell Curry. And now their findings are with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Until last week, the theory was the 2 kids froze to death, but an autopsy revealed the cause of death is carbon monoxide poisoning. At the time of their death, they were in the care of their mother, 29-year-old Tatiana Williams. The family, homeless, living out of a van, parked at the Greektown Casino parking structure in February when they died.
Everybody who knows me know I worship the ground the kids walk though.
The sequence of events that led to the children's death have not been revealed, or where the children were exposed to carbon monoxide. Both children wearing t-shirts and the toddler in a diaper. The older boy was covered in lice and the 2-year-old with rotted teeth. Our Charlie Langton talked to the children's mom and grandma back in February.
Did the van run out of gas?
I have no idea what happened. I have no idea.
Did you fall asleep?
Yes.
And then when you woke
Only night I fell asleep. I usually be woke.
Both Tatiana Williams and her mom, Yvette Goodman, have been questioned by Detroit police. No arrests were made. Now, the Wayne County prosecutor will decide if anyone should be charged in the case. Mayor Mike Duggan vowing wraparound services for Williams after learning she did not receive help when calling the city's homeless hotline. She also received a free home on the city's west side from the Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries.
This cannot ever happen again.
Detroit Police Chief Todd Bedison not going on camera today, stressing in a statement put out on social media and to the media that this next step is standard protocol when it comes to their criminal investigations, and any charging decision will fall on the prosecutor's office. Reporting downtown.